Princeton University's Office of Religious Life has carried out initiatives related to forced migration since 2017. In 2019, we began developing an oral history archive to catalog stories from refugees living in the U.S. about their resettlement and integration, as well as the role of religion and religious communities in their lives. We have trained students, refugees, and American-born children of refugees in oral history methods so that they may conduct interviews with refugees and their families and communities. In a time when the future of the resettlement program is uncertain, our goal with this archive is to listen and preserve the stories of religiously and ethnically diverse newcomers.
I started doing oral history interviews because, in my view, you can't really understand either the experiences of refugees and migrants or the experiences of religious people without talking to them and fully understanding their stories. It's given me a deeper understanding of how refugee resettlement has changed their religious life, also how religion has shaped their experiences as refugees in the United States.
The oral histories were one of the biggest highlights of the summer because I felt like I was encountering people who were so different from me and had such a unique experience. I learned so much from them about not only the issue, but also the experience of being a refugee.
It's a very special experience when you come in and someone is a total stranger to you. They're doing you a favor by giving you time and energy and going through the emotional hardship of recounting their past. And it's kind of incredible. In some of the interviews, how the vulnerability and trust kind of unfolds.
I think part of what makes the oral history so compelling as an experience is actually how natural it feels. At the end of the day, it's not something that you need, years of training and formal expertise to execute in a meaningful way. You can come to another human being, with curiosity and care for their story and their experience, and you can have a really productive and beautiful oral history.
Not only am I the director of a refugee program, but the proud son of a refugee. My mother actually came to the United States 1979 from Cambodia, and I was born in Philly a few years later. As a child, I just thought this was normal, that everyone speaks different languages, and to be honest, I really didn't understand what a refugee was until I was older. The immigrant story and immigrant song is one that has contributed to this country's growth, and I think it's going to continue, and I hope it continues.
I think for me it was easy to talk about myself because I could afford being myself. But the more we talked, the more I became comfortable with the process, and it looked at the end that we didn't want to stop. We wanted to continue with the questions, and to the point that we exchanged our phone numbers and we said, well, let's have a follow-up meeting over a cup of tea.
Everyone brings to this project a real heart for connecting with other people, listening, and using stories as a way of changing people's lives for the better. As one participant said today, reflecting on these experiences can be powerful and healing and empowering in their own right.